There's a beautiful place in Cape Town, South Africa, a most visited destination attracting millions of viewers every year. And it's called the V&A Waterfront Cape Town, the heart of Cape Town. 400 years ago, there was nothing here. What if I start to tell you the story of how the V&A Waterfront came about? Let's take a step back in time, when the majesty of the V&A Waterfront was a brave little jetty built by Jan van Riebeeck in 1654. Relive the frenzy of the shouts and the sailors and the stevedores as we sidestep and expertly navigate the hustle and bustle of this iconic trading port's vibrant history. In 1654, Jan van Riebeeck, as part of his task to establish a refreshment station in the foot of Africa for the Dutch East India Company, the Cape had become a good stopover for Dutch ships sailing to Eastern Africa, India and the Far East on their quest for exotic goods. In June 1858, serious winter storms wrecked over 30 vessels. As a consequence, Lloyd's of London refused to cover ships wintering in Table Bay. Stand proud on a sunny September 17th, 1860, as we salute His Royal Highness Prince Alfred, Queen Victoria's second son, for inaugurating the V&A Waterfront's construction as a 16-year-old midmanship in the Royal Navy in 1860. The discovery of gold and diamonds in South Africa meant that the first section of the harbour, the Alfred Basin, had to be added to the Victoria Basin. The construction of the two harbour basins took place between 1860 and 1920, and the area is notable for its outstanding heritage buildings. Work started in 1938 and was completed in 1945, after being delayed by the Second World War. A 230-hectare tract of foreshore land was created in the process of city expansion. In November 1988, Victoria and Alfred Waterfront Pty Limited was established as a wholly owned subsidiary by Transnet Limited to redevelop the historic docklands around Victoria and Alfred Basins as a mixed-use area with focus on retail, tourism and residential development, with the continued operation of a working harbour. I wonder if Jan van Riebeeck had an inkling that his small jetty would later become the very heart of Cape Town's working waterfront. Indeed, the V&A Waterfront is home to a myriad of shopping, dining and entertainment venues. But if you wade through the gaggle of tourists, you'll find many interesting museums and historical sites. When you are next at the V&A Waterfront, take some time to notice the many historical landmarks. There are 22 in total, and many of them you have probably passed by. Some of these include the Clock Tower. Situated near the original Bertie's Landing restaurant, the Victorian Gothic-style clock tower has always been an icon of the old docks and has become an important focal point in the waterfront's recent urban design. It was the original port captain's office, completed in 1882. On the second floor is a decorative mirror room, which enabled the port captain to have a view of all activities in the harbour. On the bottom floor is a tide gauge mechanism used to check the level of the tide. Restoration of the clock tower was completed towards the end of 1997. The Wheel of Excellence. Take to the skies in one of 36 fully enclosed cabins on this 50-meter high giant observation wheel for 70 rand per person. The 20-minute journey affords panoramic views of Cape Town, Paarl, Table Mountain and Robben Island. Feeling a bit flash? Opt for a VIP cabin. Swing Bridge. The The swing bridge was officially opened on the 20th of February 1998 by Gideon van Zyl, executive manager of Transnet Pension, constructed in 2002 to allow access to the Nelson Mandela Historic Museum. The V&A Waterfront's amphitheatre is a good spot for live entertainment, usually provided to the public for free, from concerts to creative workshops and puppet shows. Waterfront is the heart of Cape Town.